Today is yet another victorious day for this coin, and you guys are not ready for what is about to happen with XRP. I hope you're all having a fantastic weekend, and let's wait. And today, we're going to talk about XRP and how it's taking the whole crypto market by storm. Believe me when I say this, you will be surprised to see that all of this has been happening right under your noses. Yep, I said it, guys. XRP has been showing signs of heading straight to the moon, but no one seems to take the hints. But before we get into that, let's roll a beautiful intro. As always, welcome back to MoneySide, your favorite crypto news channel. If you're new here, welcome to the XRP fam. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on our daily crypto updates. And getting back to today's topic, I found an article that seems to point out all the relevant information about what is currently happening with XRP. The article was published on U.Today and had some juicy info that's worth sharing. It reads, as reported by blockchain tracker Whale Alert, over the past 16 hours, Ripple distributed ledger tech provider and the two largest crypto exchanges have shifted an astounding 110 million XRP coins. Half of that amount was moved by the Ripple DLT giant. 110 million XRP transferred by Ripple, Binance, and Huobi. According to tweets posted by Whale Alert crypto tracking firm Ripple, the largest exchange in China, Huobi, and Binance have moved 110 million XRP in two transactions. That is the equivalent of $65,105,100 in fiat. Huobi has shifted 50 million XRP to Binance. In an earlier transaction, Ripple moved 60 million to its RL18 VN wallet. This address is usually used to send XRP outside of Ripple to crypto exchanges, financial institutions, and banks that work in partnership with Ripple, and custody wallets as well. As reported by U.Today previously, the San Francisco-based blockchain Dcorn keeps sending XRP to Huobi. The last XRP amount allocated to that was 150 million XRP on May 28th. Since then, Ripple has been sending daily tranches to Huobi, changing that amount each week: 6.6 million XRP, 5.3 million XRP, 3.3 million XRP, etc. Since July 18th, Ripple's RL18 VN wallet has been transferring over 1.7 million XRP to Huobi on a daily basis. On Thursday, U.Today covered that global payments behemoth Visa has announced its determination to acquire RippleNet client Currency Cloud, a platform that provides cutting-edge solutions to help banks and fintechs improve cross-border payments. Currency Cloud runs on RippleNet and operates in over 180 countries with more than 500 customers. This year, both Visa and MasterCard have been making forays into the crypto sphere. Visa had announced that it wanted to build its own ecosystem to use cryptocurrencies. Besides, recently U.Today reported that the payments card giant partnered with Ripple client Nium and Hong Kong payments app FuyoPay. MasterCard has enhanced its card program for crypto wallets and digital exchanges by partnering with Circle, Paxos, BitPay, Uphold, and other companies from the crypto industry. MasterCard intends to introduce a direct crypto-to-fiat exchange using the second largest USD-pegged stablecoin, USDC. Also, Ripple has recently hired a former high-profile executive from MasterCard to lead its expansion in Europe. Cindy Young was invited to join Ripple as Managing Director of European Operations. Guys, I can't even begin to express how happy I am to read this news to you. If all goes according to plan, Ripple will be the most powerful crypto in the world crypto space. XRP, on the other hand, will take its rightful place at the top of the food chain. Ripple has been transacting its coin to the exchanges in anticipation of the coming bullish trend and the increased market cap. This company is quite strategic in its move, but the evidence shows that we are about to witness a crazy price jump. And if you are not ready, you could highly miss out on crucial moves. Aside from that, the partnership that's about to happen with MasterCard and Visa is mind-blowing for any XRP holder. Do you realize what that means? It means no matter what happens with the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit, this company is going nowhere. Ripple will be here for the long run, and it might actually be the only company to survive the coming regulations. Have you heard about the next cyber attack and the takedown of the significant parts of the grid? Well, this video gives you a more detailed description of what is happening on the internet. The tweet states, "This is how the cyber attacks will be implemented. I suspected as much as a hard grid down would lead to anarchy and crime, rolling blackouts that get more severe over time. If you've not secured your assets, I think this is a red flag that you should. If this attack happens, most people will lose millions in the process. RippleNet technically has the most updated system in the whole internet grid, so make sure your assets are well secured, or you might lose billions. The attack is aimed at the financial markets and could potentially cause a severe collapse. Now let's recap what's been happening in the court. The lawsuit against Ripple led to a significant turn of events. An article published on zcrypto.com goes into detail about what is happening in court. The article reads, "A recent development in the case of Ripple and the SEC that saw two independent defendants file a letter to have their connection with the case summarily dismissed may turn the case in Ripple's favor." In a letter filed by co-founders of Ripple, Bradley Garlinghouse and Christian A. Larson, asking the court to dismiss their involvement in the SEC suits against their company Ripple Labs on grounds that a recent letter published by the SEC Commissioners Hester Peirce and Elad L. Roisman implied that the SEC did not provide fair warning to them of being in violation of the law. Attorney Jeremy Hogan discussed the implications of the new filing to the original Ripple case. In a YouTube video, he states that the letter is a godsend for Ripple, as it could turn around the case in their favor. Ripple's current plea in the case against them raises two significant issues, namely that they did not sell unregistered securities in their sale of XRP tokens, and that even if they did, the SEC failed to provide them fair warning of their actions, violating any regulatory laws. Notably, the SEC too failed to provide evidence of giving them a warning. The SEC's letter and the new filing of the co-founders' references seem to imply that even until now, the SEC regulations on securities are still unclear on how they apply to cryptocurrencies and fail to provide fair notice to crypto businesses. The commissioners were commenting on a recent settlement the SEC reached with another cryptocurrency firm, CoinSchedule. This seems to be another small win for Ripple. Recently, the court also granted Ripple permission to depose the former SEC director, William H. Hinman, who was instrumental in declaring Ethereum's Ether to not be a security, although the court placed limits on what can be asked during the deposition. In the opinion of Hogan, though the filing is an entirely new case, it will surely be brought up by Ripple in their own defense. He also seems to think the action of the two SEC commissioners in writing such a damning letter against their firm was intentionally aimed at speaking up to help the cryptocurrency industry. With 2 out of the 5 SEC commissioners stating that the regulatory watchdog does not currently have clear laws to apply to cryptocurrencies today, Ripple's defense of not receiving fair warning might fly. I don't know about you, but I think it's about time that the SEC withdrew this lawsuit. They clearly underestimated their opponent and did not prepare adequately. A joke that I like to tell is that the SEC should have waited a little longer even to pursue this lawsuit, because clearly they're still not ready. They've publicly shown their inefficiency and biasness to cryptocurrencies without giving evidence of their decisions. And every single time they are cornered, they find a way to elude the question. Just take your time to listen in on the court case, and you'll be surprised by what you hear. This whole thing sounds like a facade, and I'll keep insisting on that. Thankfully, Ripple's legal team will eventually get to the bottom of it, and we will see what happens next. If they lose, any XRP holder outside the US will still have the chance to continue trading their coin. And more importantly, the value of this coin will also continue to push upwards. Speaking of value, let's take a look at the technical analysis. Now we are looking at the monthly chart. XRP, it's bullish in the long term if you focus 100% on this cryptocurrency. Maybe I may change to plan B if XRP sounds more attractive for their news about the economic situation, inflation, and how XRP could be the exclusive cryptocurrency for the global market in times of financial crises. Ripple has established a double bottom and then broke the falling resistance line. The breakout is confirmed as multiple daily candles closed above the level. I think that a pullback and a retest might follow. After that, the pair will go up, guys. $500 is very possible. Always remember, trade safely. Please keep in mind we're not a licensed financial advisor. All videos on this channel are intended for entertainment purposes only. Tell us what you think in the comments section below, and let's have a conversation. As always, I want to thank you very much for tuning in and watching. Don't forget to like this video and to click on the subscribe button below and turn on notifications so you get informed whenever we post our amazing content. Thanks again, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the next video.